And I want to say this here in Siaya. There are people in this government which they continue to refer to Raila Amolo Odinga and his colleagues as criminals. That because they are organizing peaceful rallies, they are now decided to call them criminals. Let me remind them that Nelson Mandela was one time called a criminal. That did not stop him from becoming the president of South Africa. The best president that South Africa ever had. Martin Luther King was also called a criminal by the white supremacists in the United States of America. But he went on to win the Nobel Peace Prize. We are saying to the Ruto government that this constitution that we fought for, the 2010 constitution, protects life and property, and the duty of the state is to protect life and property. And the events of the last 3 weeks shows that you do not have the capacity to defend the people of Kenya who are demonstrating peacefully. And they are demonstrating for a just cause. The struggle continues. Nobody is going to stop us from doing what is right for the people of Kenya. And everywhere people are crying to this Kenya Kwanza illegitimate regime that the cost of living has gone up. Everywhere people are crying. It's not just in Nyanza. They are trying to profile the Luo community that it is only in lowland where people are demonstrating. But people are demonstrating everywhere. Everywhere. To Kitale, in Kisii, in Mombasa, in Nairobi, in the entire southeastern or southern eastern province or region. People are demonstrating. And therefore, we will continue. We will continue. We'll be guided by the leadership of the church, but us will continue until the Finance Act is repealed. The condition for any meaningful negotiation is that all the provisions of the Finance Act and the Finance Act in its entirety must be repealed. Don't be mistaken. We are not looking for half a loaf. We are looking for the whole loaf because Raila won the election. And I can tell you, if today they open the server, we would know who won the election. But we know the guilty are afraid, and that is why you do not want to open the server. And in any case, Gachagua said that this government is of a government of shareholders. Governments are not administered on the basis of shareholders. Our government belongs to the people. And this government, the legitimate government of Ruto, that they're saying is a government of shareholders, by shareholders, for shareholders, we don't want to be in that government of shareholders, by shareholders, for shareholders. We want to be in a government of the people, by the people, for the people. A government of the people, by the people, for the people. I want to say this to the judiciary. In the old days, when you are arrested, you are taken to court, there was a notorious document called the holding charge, that you're taken to court on a holding charge, and on the basis of that holding charge, you could be kept in prison or in a remand prison without bail or bond for more than a month, for more than 2 months. Now the prosecution has come out with another mechanism, which is illegal and unconstitutional, to ask the courts to detain somebody for a number of days. Even in the case of Otare, they went with an application that Otare should be held in custody for 2 weeks before he's told the offense he had committed. The court was kind enough to say that they must go back in 4 or 5 days with precise charges against Otare. When Otare went back to court, they were not charged. They were not ready. It's just like this lady called in Joroge in Lam, Malindi. They said that she was suspected of having Bangi, being in possession of Bangi, but when they went now for the proper charges, those charges were not there anymore. Therefore, we are asking the judiciary, when somebody is taken to court on any charge which is bailable, that person should be granted bail on the spot, not in a week or the next day. Magistrates and judges should not be lazy. They should give rulings on the spot. Bail. A bail application is a simple application that should not be delayed for more than 24 hours. Therefore, I'm asking the courts, they have done so well so far in these matters, but we are urging them, if somebody is taken to court, please give a ruling on the question of bail instantly. Don't delay it, because that you will be carrying out the work of the prosecution and the police.
That we don't have stones, that we're not protesting, does not mean we have succumbed. It simply means we are still exercising the rights that we have within the Constitution. The freedom of worship, the freedom to assemble, and by extension, the freedom to picket. And this is an opportunity for those that are opposed to this to reflect and see and appreciate that we can gather with the Bible and the Quran. And we can also gather with any necessary weapon to defend ourselves to the extent that we are safe. The judiciary, we want to appreciate you for the professional manner in which you conduct your affairs. We want to urge with humility that this culture of holding people beyond the stipulated 24 hours, the way to cure it is to punish those who deliberately, through mischief, hold people longer than stipulated. Because if we release people on bond, after spending 4 or 5 days, the perpetrators will still be happy. Because to them, they will have inflicted fear and pain and called. And the way forward, if we really mean that human rights have to be defended, then there has to be penalty for deliberately denying another Kenyan the right that he should enjoy as put in the law.
Midwoko wa tibro miyo wangi wa musiko ibro chung kodwa kinya kamoloyo nikech Nyasaye isekelo wachni to ni wan wawegi. Ruoth mondo wachni.
Hallelujah. Ai kendo yo Kenya kwanza ichungwa gacheza yu
Father, we thank you. Father, we honor you. From today, you have a blessing to us. You are going to make us a people. You are going to give us a message. Jehovah ise biro. Jehovah ise chako gimoro. Wachni wawinjo. Baba watimo kakidwaro. Baba ichako kodwa. Jehovah, we thank you. May this light be approved. Di ini Nyasaye. Di ini ler mar piny. Di ini ler mosebiro. Nowacho Daniel niya.
Ambia Danieli ya kwamba
Jou oseketho.
watu wako wameasi.
Jou oseketho.
Watu wako wamefanya dhambi.
Jou walam Nyasaye mondo wenwa
Ili
richowa.
tupate kuomba Mungu tuache dhambi zetu.
Eni mondo walam Nyasaye mondo wenwa richona.
Ili tupate
Wacho osebiro niya.
neno imekuja ya kwamba
Remono osechopo ir Nyasaye.
hiyo damu imefika.
Chopo sama winjo wach Nyasaye.
Tumefikia wakati wa kusikia neno la Mungu.
Agombo ni mondo somna wach Nyasaye.
Naomba tusome neno la Mungu.
Matindo apare wangi. Ruoth Nyasaye no penje kendo niya. Ang'o